going to the eBay app. Okay, it's a PC with a Core i7 processor, sorry, a Core i5 processor, 4590 3.3 gigahertz. Buyer wants the 2 gigabyte of DDR3 RAM, doesn't want a HDD hard drive, and wants a 512 gigabyte SSD. Wireless LAN card, doesn't want. This is exactly what I need, the information I need to move into action. Like I said, PC sold for 216 euros including shipping. So what I'm about to do is that I'm going to go to the warehouse tomorrow, perhaps yes, tomorrow at about 12 o'clock, and then I'm going to set this whole transaction up. So this really started about a month and a half ago. Can't really see when exactly the item was listed, but this is just the timeline, and this is a particular PC that was sourced for one of my suppliers. Beautiful PC, best condition, absolutely no signs of use. This is the thing I preach on this channel. If you have to flip stuff online, you have to make sure you aim for the best of the best items. See, Fujitsu Esprimo PC is one PC that says any day, anytime. Somebody once asked me on Facebook, on YouTube, why don't you build a gaming PC and then try to sell it? Because apparently a lot of people are also in this game, which is building gaming PCs and selling it. And then I replied, look, I have played that game before, and sometimes these PCs are so hard to sell because there are no name brands. They are just, you just bought a casing off of eBay and Amazon, and you try to put in some parts, and sometimes these PCs are just full of troubles. You see, the buyer buys it, tries to play a game or two, and realizes that this thing doesn't work. It's overheating, making some funny noises. But if you buy the pre-built PCs, an example being a Fujitsu Esprimo, this is a PC that is made by one of the finest brands in the world. These are PCs that can stand the test of, they've stood the test of time. They can still continue to stand the test of time. These are PCs that are not known to fail easily. These are PCs that are built with some of the finest parts that you can ever think of out there. I sell on eBay. I'm an eBay person, and I pretty much talk about eBay a lot on this channel. So this channel was set up, made very good pictures of this PC. One of the many PCs I buy PCs all the time. It's an ongoing project. It's not like I go out today, I source, and then I relax for the next 2 months without sourcing. You know, whenever I find a good deal, just go ahead and buy it, because I'm in the business of buying, flipping things, buying and selling used computers, computer accessories, and a lot of stuff online. All right. So as soon as I saw this computer, bought it. It was a very decent computer, decent configuration. The main thing that interests me is that the PC doesn't have terrible signs of use. In this case, this had very minimal signs of use, and I knew that this was a PC that would definitely do well on eBay. So I went ahead, made very good pictures, and then went ahead to list them on the platform. But then 1 week, 2 weeks went by, nobody was showing interest. I was surprised, didn't know what was going on. And then yesterday, I decided to run a sale on this PC. And this is exactly what you have to do. Sometimes some items just need to sell. Sometimes you list an item, you don't need to do anything about it. The item will generally go ahead and sell itself. But there are some items that just refuse to want to sell. And this particular PC is an example of such items. Did it want to sell? Did everything. I looked at the transaction, the listing, everything seems to be on point. Pictures were good, the titles were excellent, the description was pretty much the standard descriptions I use for my items. Had no idea why this PC wasn't selling, and price wise, it wasn't as if my price was the worst. My price was just in line with market prices. You know, 216 euro for a PC that has a 4th generation of Intel Core i5, the 2 gigabytes of RAM, 520 gigabytes of SSD. I really do think 216 euros is a very, very good price. Not an unknown PC. This is a Fujitsu Esprimo P720. So, but then it is what it is. Sometimes they don't just sell, and when it happens like this, kind of slows things down, because I have a mission, I have a goal, which is to continue to flip PCs and flip stuff online until I am able to buy a house. All right, this is a challenge that I started about 2-3 weeks ago, and it's been going pretty well. Of course, we've had some setbacks here and there, because sometimes there are certain things you can control. I can control going out to source for items. I can control listing these items on the platform. I can control getting the best items, but whenever the items have been listed, you pretty much cannot control when buyers come to buy the item. But then I saw that yesterday this item was already taking longer than necessary, so I went to my website, went to my eBay shop, and then adjusted. I created an offer, which is a 5% markdown on these listings. On these listings, which I felt like were already taking too long on the platform. Then I created a 5% markdown on price on these items, and then set it up and did all what I'm good at doing, which is distributing these links wherever on my social platforms, just to make people aware that there's an offer going on eBay. Between yesterday and today, I have sold 3 of the Fujitsu Esprimo PCs. What does it tell me? It tells me that sometimes you just have to do some work. The work doesn't actually end with you just listing the item on the platform. Sometimes there is also the need for you to go one step further. Of course, not in the first few days, not in the first 1 week. Sometimes after like 3 weeks, some people are in the habit of listing items and then just forget about the item. This is not the way you do this business. You see, if you list an item, give it some time, let the system index it, let the system try to look for buyers for this item. But sometimes after about 2-3 weeks, you see that the item is not selling. Nobody is sending you price requests. Nobody is even expressing interest. You've taken a look and you've seen that, look, your price seems to be very decent, and you've seen that it's not like you've made a mistake in setting up the listing. If you see that everything has been done right and the item is still not just selling, it's just sitting, then this will be a good time for you to go into the listing and see how you can actually push things. In this case, you can actually go ahead to reduce the price drastically if you just want the item gone. Another thing you can do is just to take a little percentage hit. In this case, I took a 5% hit on the price, on my profit. It's not a bad thing because I just want this PC out of the warehouse, because the money must be seen to be working. The idea is not for you to just buy items, buy stuff, and then leave them in the shelves and nobody's buying them, and then every day you're looking at the item is looking at you. Go ahead and do something about it. Bring out your money and then take that money, go back into the market, try to look for an item that you can easily buy, flip for profit. See, I hope this video helps you to understand that the work doesn't really end by you just listing the item. There is the need for you to sometimes go into the listing, tweak things around, make sure that you are using the tools that eBay has given to us to sell our items. You see, these tools are not just there for fun. They are there for you and me to actually use them and to use them to the best advantage. I hope this video helps you. If it does, go ahead and click on the like button, subscribe to the channel. Until I see you again, peace.